Dragon Ball's cosmology is unique. This model is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven,
because Boo went berserk.
Videl
Boo was
commented that
crazy,
heaven
bro.
is just
Hold
as
on.
large
I'm
as
gonna
a
show y'all.
universe. And the
Hold on.
Daizenshuu backs
I gotta show y'all what I got. Bro, Boo is crazy. I went on a cruise, bro. I went on a cruise and found this. The arm broke off when I got back, though, in the little luggage joint. But this joint crazy. Shout out to Boo. You know what I'm saying?
Dolo.
What it do, YouTube, man? We are back again with another reaction video, man. Shout out to you for clicking on the video. We got something new, man. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Obviously, I think I've seen, Death Battles it goes back. I mean, they've been doing these things for a long time. And I'm pretty sure that they've done Goku versus Super Saiyan before. But this is the first time me reacting to one on this channel. And this is the most updated one, so we're gonna get right into it. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and join the family. We're already 40K now, just reached 30K. Thank you all for getting me there. I appreciate the support. So let's get into it and let's go.
Son Goku,
Superman.
it's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking
Let's see how it's gonna be.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon,
which is so
Given
much.
Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all three, just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes.
He's whizzing.
See, that's extra.
And it's our job
That's
to
not even
analyze their
real.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Should they count that? I don't know. We gonna see.
Far away, in an enchanted land, an old master found a boy
Gohan.
and marveled at his uncommon strength.
Grandpa Gohan.
This is the story of Son Goku.
Chances are,
they
if you
going
watch
all
some
the way back.
localized anime, you can thank this guy.
Inspired by martial arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story and the character that would define
But when
generations
you really
to
think
come.
about it,
Dragon Ball!
It came a
Kakarot
long
was
way.
born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta, narrowly escaped its destruction by Frieza, and was raised on Earth by happy old Grandpa Gohan.
Not just raised, but trained. Gohan began Goku's teachings in martial arts, which he would find to be his true calling under the guidance of Master Roshi. Specifically, he learned the Kame-sen and Ryu
Not a
style,
bad
which
dad, you
focuses
guys
on
are just
discipline
me.
and tenacity, both of which strongly define Goku's character.
The more he learned, the more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat raw talent. Within just a
They
few
going
years,
back
he
with
was
this.
so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods. When
That
you're
is
training
true.
to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
He did have a slight advantage. Saiyans are naturally superhuman. They
True.
also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very literally.
It's
That is also
almost
true.
unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it suits Goku no matter how many times.
I've only seen that like once though. Am I tripping? Like I ain't really like Vegeta might be the only one I've seen like say, hey, do this so I'm hurt as ever. You know what I'm saying? And take that Zenkai boost from being hurt. I don't know if I really seen Goku say, let me get hurt so I can get stronger. I ain't never really seen that. Or unless I'm wrong. Y'all tell me.
Knock him down, he will get back up.
Oh, well, not
stronger
let you
than
destroy
before.
It
my
helps that he knows
wall.
so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha.
An incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master,
50
but
years.
Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
It's
That's crazy.
incredibly versatile, with over 50 different variations. For example, Goku can curve the
Bro,
beam
I think I
after fire,
remember.
or even shoot.
What was I playing? Budokai Tenkaichi maybe. And I think I remember like doing the special move of the instant transmission Kamehameha, and it was the coldest move, bro. The way that they made it in that game was cold.
From his feet.
But unlike most Saiyans, he doesn't just use
Let me
ki
know
to
if y'all
blow
used
shit
to
up.
play that in the
Moves like
comments.
the Solar Flare, Energy Landmine, and Godbind require a lot more strategy and planning.
Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart,
telekinesis
he
is
is a genius
different,
when it
bro.
comes to martial arts. He doesn't
Broly
just
went
train
right
to
to it.
conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much any container could be used for the Moth of
Which you won't be able to
Then
use
there's
on Superman
Kaioken,
because
aka
he's not evil.
Instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100. What a badass!
The Genki Dama, or Spirit Bomb, is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike instant
Spirit Bomb's so
transmission,
OP,
which is
man.
a teleport that's...
I wish he had something like the
way
Final
it works
Flash,
is Goku
you know?
detects another person, like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daizenshuu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games.
And the dubs
Which I
wanted
still
us to
don't
think it
understand.
shot
Dimension
Goku's
hops?
molecules around at
That's too
light
much for me.
speed. Silly English.
The dubs did more than that. In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a Superman figure. Even his famous speech on Namek about being the
Senzu
light
Beans is
in
crazy.
the darkness was originally about him coming to terms with his Saiyan heritage,
Shinra
accepting his
mode.
anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating Frieza, and declaring himself the Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah! If there's any scene that deserves the word epic, it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have
Super
official
Saiyan 3
power
looks so
multipliers,
fire,
but
bro.
they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan God
This is
certainly
where,
changed
to me,
things up.
to be honest with you, this is where it didn't make sense to me. This like Super Saiyan God joint, because watching what he just did with Beerus and then watching what he had to do with Jiren in the same form it doesn't really make sense. But then they did say like at the end of that movie, I think he was like using 70% at the end of all of it. And I'm like, 70%? Like, it would have made more sense if he was at 30, if he never went over 30%. Like,
Goku gained Divine
Maybe.
Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands. Unlike normal Ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kinda like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs?
I wish
They're
they can
missing
invent
out.
something like that in
God
real life.
Goku reached a level of power that could compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash
Which
on his
is
first
crazy.
go. Dragon Ball's cosmology is unique. This model is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven,
Because Boo went berserk.
Videl
Boo was
commented that
crazy,
heaven
bro.
is just
Hold on,
as
hold on, hold on.
large
I'm
as
gonna
a
show y'all. I'm gonna
universe.
show y'all.
And the
Hold
Daizenshuu
on.
backs
I gotta show y'all what I got. Bro, Boo is crazy. I went on a cruise, bro. I went on a cruise and found this. The arm broke off when I got back though in the little luggage joint. But this joint crazy. Shout out to Boo. You know what I'm saying? Super Boo at that. Which technically is the strongest, is what I heard.
And that's heaven. Big planet.
So let's scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our own observable universe.
And
Which is
Goku
crazy.
could destroy that much the first time he went God. And he didn't lose that power. He learned how to use it even better.
See, that's what I'm
even
saying.
in
Look what he's
base
doing with
form.
Jiren.
Now, imagine how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan God and became Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not saying that. Or
Like
after he
the
trained with some
perfect Ultra
almighty
Instinct and the
angel.
true
Or
Ultra
when he
Instinct.
perfected the blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top of that.
Goku has certainly performed great feats with God Ki, breaking through Hit's time stop by forcing himself into the future, holding
That
off
was
Infinite
crazy.
Zamasu, who was a sentient timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out Hakai, the destruction god move that nopes you
Hold
out of
on, bro.
existence.
Hold on. They're saying something at the top of here. The greatest power level in Dragon Ball can counter space-time based abilities, such as Boo's when he broke out of the hyperbolic chamber, which was crazy by him just yelling, and then Jiren overpowered Hit's Cage of Time.
By just
Those
walking.
are good points.
He even tried out Hakai, the destruction god move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Chrome Goku isn't a normal transformation, it's a state of mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts, subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone. Doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been trained to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, Autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his ability, even pushing his body well beyond his physical limits. So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive avatar.
Which I can't wait for them to actually come out with this stuff.
That sounds really intense.
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's
but hold on, y'all tell me, when y'all really think about it,
full form for long.
Until you.
When y'all really think about it, I don't really like the Dragon Ball Super, Hero thing, but when you, not that much, but when you really think about it, I don't understand why it's always Goku and Vegeta going against somebody like as strong as technically it's always a villain going against both of them, and both of them supposed to be strong as ever, but technically that person that they're fighting takes on both of them. That's crazy when you really think about it. I didn't muted it.
His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the entire universe.
This is what I don't like that much.
This series even makes GT cool. Xeno Goku can
I wish it was a Super Saiyan 4 in
just by
canon.
going Super Saiyan 4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come, how much he's had to face.
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head on and pushes through.
Showing everyone, everywhere, how to go even further beyond.
Oh, that was Goku? How long was that? 7
Faster
minutes?
than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive.
I don't
It's a
really
bird.
like Superman
it's a
that
plane.
much.
It's Superman.
They make him
Geez,
so
just
OP.
a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Born on the far-off world of Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout, and he's definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Understandably seeking escape from some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who
Which
could
is pretty
defeat
cool.
any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story is one of a refugee, a child who lost his home, left to the mercy of alien people. This new world accepted him, raised him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need is the right thing to do.
Zoology,
That's why he
robotics,
became a superhero,
linguistic.
the first superhero.
Everything's gotta start somewhere, but he was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally. It took a while, actually, before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the earth.
I do like how they go into this much detail about it, because it's like so much stuff you really don't even be knowing, but
For
it's a lot.
5 days straight, or crush coal into perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that works.
Like-
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity.
See, that's
Wait,
what I'm
he
saying.
Can do
You
all
see what I
that,
mean?
But Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Death Battle, we take the characters at their best.
Yeah, like how his breath is so powerful he can sneeze away a solar system, or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking
See,
of,
that's what
his
I'm saying,
X-ray
bro.
vision doesn't just see through walls. He can see through your own body and mind to examine your soul.
And yet,
Like-
he
like
can't
wha-
see through lead. That's okay, though. He can just burn through it with his face. Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's powers defy physics. My favorite examples of this are when he rebuilt the reality warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or when he gained 10 years worth of medical training through only.
I need y'all to remember, realize what they just said. He punched somebody, and everybody in the multi-universe or whatever felt that punch. You know how hard you gotta punch somebody for like my other alternate self to feel that, bro? This is crazy. And then now they're saying that he didn't learn all this stuff in 10 minutes, whatever.
5 minutes of reading,
5 minutes
and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Nice. My favorite example is when he smelled brownies in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes to the intricacies of battle.
He's trained in Kryptonian martial arts, which uses chi, or as they call it, Shriar.
He don't even
got
fight
summoned
like
to
that.
Asgard to fight demons with Thor for 1,000 years.
Superman can resist being erased from existence, such as tanking Darkseid's Omega beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
Timelines literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman, and DC Comics as a whole, have gone through multiple retcons.
Golden Age, Silver Age, Pre-Crisis, Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and so on.
It would help to know which one is the main Superman, right? Well, they all are.
Yeah, the latest reboots basically said everything in the main series is kinda canon, even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control. Ew. I guess he can still phase through almost anything.
But that's
even
what I'm
people.
saying,
Look,
bro.
if you really dig into it, this isn't new. Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman, Commie Superman, Dinosaur Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact, upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
When that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember, Superman
What is Superman's one of his greatest enemies is Lex Luthor. Someone who doesn't have powers, has a lot of money, almost like an Iron Man type guy. Like, I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I'm pretty sure that's just what it is. And it just blows my mind on how they're saying that this guy can, like I read a thing, they say he can lift a book of infinite pages. But yet you take a punch from Batman or Lex Luthor. I'm hating. I don't care.
Physics.
Like
it doesn't
when he
make
used
sense.
heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe has a radius
Y'all
of at
hear what
least
they
100
saying?
trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60 trillion light years per half second. This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
What? That's 31 zeros, and Supes helped make that happen.
Well, about 1/5 of it. That's still immense power,
Bro.
but if you want something bigger, here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then Superman,
Punched him so hard, it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star, so...
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic, but it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before,
It's
even
like-
Shazam.
Is
Superman challenges the
Key
idea
isn't
that
really
absolute
technically
power
uses magic,
corrupts
is it?
absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of them all, but there is nuance to being good, even if he is the ultimate power fantasy, unstoppable and incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who was in the 6th dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home. Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could, and the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch.
So
because
mad.
that's Superman, a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
He's the kind of person to save a cat from a tree, answer Christmas cards from strangers, and tow hundreds of planets to a new galaxy all in the same day. What's not to like?
Truth and justice
Like, why
has
even
no
put that in
better
a comic
champion
book?
than the Man of Steel.
Okay, that annoyed me, guys. That annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie to you. That makes no sense. None of that made sense. I don't like how they made this guy. Like, why did he doesn't lose? Apparently, like at least Goku has moments where he loses. Jesus, man.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
It's getting to be the holiday season again,
Listen,
and
I
just
understand
know
y'all,
Mama
man, but
Boomstick
we got to
is
get right
finally
into
getting-
it.
/death. Said we've run the data through all possibilities.
All right.
It's time for a death battle!
Well, at this point, the Superman shouldn't lose. Apparently, he shouldn't lose. Okay, we're starting off with Super Saiyan. Oh, wow. Okay. A little animation.
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
Move. But see, it honest, unless Superman's holding back, it shouldn't even be this close.
You're holding back. Give it your all.
See?
No regrets.
I'm doing just fine.
But yeah, that should have done that. Oh, you go from the Super Zen to Blue? Oh my God. Okay. That's fine. That was a good move.
Oops. Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard. All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
Jesus. What was that?
Looks like a job, Ford.
Oh, is he hitting him through different dimensions and stuff? Or different dimensions of filling? I'm assuming that's the different dimensions filling the punches. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, what do you think?
That was awesome. Nice
That's
suit.
Goku.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
The alternate stick time? Okay. Come on, bro. I need some fire here. That's not a... The blue and the silver look decent. Okay. Let's see, that Goku has his max now. I know they're gonna go up again. See? Now he's gonna go to the sun. Bro, that's cheating, bro. That's cheating. That's cheating.
Finally.
No, bro. No. He shouldn't be able to handle this, bro. But why do you need to go through 8 suns? This is fire. This is fire. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. That's what's supposed to happen.
Huh? Oh, darn it.
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Let's go again.
I guess that's fair,
on.
bro. But what I don't like about it, listen, what I don't like about it is how, bro, like his main villain is I mean, I guess Lex Luthor uses stuff against him, bro.
KO! That's it! The final, indisputable answer! Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
Yeah.
There are so many ways this battle could go, especially with all the other continuities.
Yeah, for real, Goku would kick almost every other Superman's ass, except for the main one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's address the 5
And that's the
categories
thing,
most
bro.
representative of this fight.
First
Okay.
up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is
Stupid.
1.6 vigintillion times larger. Over a novemdecillion times more than Goku.
That's not
At
even a
some point, you reach a
name.
number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything
You see what I
anymore.
mean? That's not even a
Goku's
name.
obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus
Like, it
fight,
shouldn't even have
by
been-
billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball
Who that-
Goku by
who-
quadrillions
who's
or
who?
quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even Heroes competes with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense, he
Like,
can keep up with the
how
Flash,
do you
whose
fly
speed is so
past it,
ludicrous
then-
it's unquantifiable.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
that's what I don't understand. He flew faster than infinity. Make it make sense. And then, how do you beat somebody like Flash, who is built to run? His main thing is to be the fastest. And you're faster than him? Like, why make a super dude who can do all of that?
Goku out though, flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent merged timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That, combined with instant transmission and Ultra Instinct, could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The
Thank
safest
you.
bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's
Goku
definitely
should beat
got
him in
better
skill.
battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his training, while Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times.
Thank you.
It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
But
Goku
see,
has
that's
spent
the thing, bro. You're trying to compare Batman and Wonder Woman to Whis and Beerus. I'm hating. I don't care.
decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 1,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Hakai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit
stupid,
Bomb
bro.
would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like, he's tanked over Mega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman can time
Which is
travel,
stupid.
countering instant transmission's similar ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Sans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, instant transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Even if he did, Superman could simply fly away and find a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off
Which
the
is
same
stupid.
trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge
'Cause
and
it's
powers
BS.
and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a
Yes.
whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
Thank you.
You sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
What is he talking-
Because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man. There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
That's the worst pun.
But it fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I
Do the
guess,
math,
man.
the pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
Listen, man. That's the video, man. Listen, this was different. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, so I'm biased as ever, man. And everything in my blood hates how they partake, whatever the word is, whatever, for Superman. It makes zero sense on how they just allow this dude to be able to do everything. Like, One Punch Man is good at what? Punching. You get what I'm saying? Goku's good at a lot of things, but he's also not the strongest and not OP. Like, it's so many people stronger than him, and they obviously make a scene. But it just kills me how they have Lex Luthor, and like, I know it's just, I mean, and they said that they took the best version of him. I get it. But the thing is, Goku only has one version. I'm not even counting the damn super hero thing, whatever. Because it doesn't, I mean, that's not even real. They didn't even really use that as much. You know what I mean? Or GT. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just different, man. But y'all tell me how y'all felt. I watched this whole thing and I'm just like, yeah, I don't like Superman. That's just me. But I know this was a long one too. So if y'all still here, make sure y'all put it down in the comments that you still here, still rock with me. I appreciate you guys. Rolled the 40K. Make sure y'all like this up. Thumbs up, put down in y'all comment section who y'all would want to watch next, or if y'all have any other of these death battles y'all want me to react to. I'm a huge fan of a lot of different things, so y'all just tell me. All right, love y'all, man.